Hi, everybody. What I'm going to do today right now is to show you exactly what the legal profession can do using artificial intelligence, and also using specifically the focus is on ChatGPT. Specifically, our focus is upon ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is a technology that allows people to actually chat with the computer, with artificial intelligence. What can the legal profession do? And just be as creative as you want with this technology and be able to use it in this legal profession. Just remember a couple things. One is garbage in, garbage out. And that is that if you're going to put in garbage information, then that's what you're going to get. So the focus is upon the way, the questions that you ask, the prompts that you actually enter. And I'm going to show you in a few seconds exactly what I mean by the prompts. Lastly, analysis, or it's like asking somebody, hey, listen to me, this is what I want, what is your feedback? And that's what you're going to get. So the limitations, again, is that it's far from being a replacement of another attorney or a replacement of you. There are limitations. There are copyright limitations. Information is sometimes inaccurate, sometimes wrong, sometimes it's biased, based negative towards, say, minorities. So those are just some of the limitations. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you two examples that I've created. One is a personal injury case, and another is a contract. Okay, so what this is basically is I copied a case in Louisiana. I asked it, I said, look, summarize this content in bullet list. And I fed the comment in. And I'm going to show you. So this is the bullet list that it gave me. And it broke down the paragraph. And it did it within just a couple of seconds, mind you. And that is that, the plaintiff is a truck driver. Actually, he was a contractor. And the company employee actually loaded what's called micro beads into the trailer. You can see what the checklist was. So then I asked it, okay, so what legal issues do you find in the above summary fact situation? Negligence, breach of contract, product liability. Maybe the attorney is only looking at one, negligence. Breach of contract, for example, is an agreement between the plaintiff and the defendant regarding the proper loading and transportation, or product liability in terms of microbeads. So I asked, well, okay, so how should the microbeads be loaded in a tractor trailer to prevent shifting? Because that's what happened, which would cause a tire to blow and the trailer to tip sideways. What I got was, to prevent microbeads from shifting, tractor trailer causing the trailer to tip, follow these steps. Now, I'm not going to say that these are the by far the only steps. I'm not going to say that these are correct steps. These are ideas based on their information. Okay, proper weight distribution, securing a load, proper loading, inspections, etc. So I asked it, look, hey, is transportation of microbeads, is it transporting hazardous materials? And it said to me, it gave me this information. And so this is information that it gave to me. Again, this is just an example of how I quickly used information, my creativity, my limitations, and in terms of how I wanted to analyze this, say, case information. Now, the next information I'm going to show you is something I did just today, and I used the creativity. I pretended. So what I did was I asked, summarize the following content in a bullet draft list, a contract between the New Orleans Saints and Drew Brees for consideration. And so that's what I directed this to do. Now, keep in mind, I'm using a very specific tool here. I'm not just using the regular ChatGPT. I'm using a specific tool that is helping me to determine how I want to answer this information. Here, I asked him to give me bullet points, and you can see it did. Contract between Saints and Brees. Brees will teach quarterbacks how to optimize their performance. The Saints will compensate Brees for $100,000 per month for 12 months per year, jurisdiction for contract in Louisiana. So I gave him the information, and it says, sure, I'd be happy to, but I need to get some more information from you. Brees will teach the quarterbacks how to optimize their performance. The Saints will compensate Brees this amount. Responsibilities are, and I'll go into more detail, okay? And that the contract when it will begin, and if there's any additional clauses and provisions, what they will include. For example, I'm just making it up, Brees must include Zoom technology in terms of 5 hours per day, etc. Here's some more questions it's asking me, or there's specific performance metrics. So you can take a look at it. And so I answered him that he had to use Zoom technology, that he's acting as a contractor, not an employee. And if a dispute occurs, then the parties have to agree to use XYZ, arbitration services. And it says, thank you for your clarification. So based on the information that I provided to it, it's telling me that it's now able to create a draft. And here is the draft that it created. So it says, let me know if there's any clarifications, etc. So I just want to show you into Google Docs. The agreement is made and entered the first day of January, etc. Purpose of the agreement, and it laid out. I just copied and then pasted the contract so that it'd be easier to see. Term and agreement, services to provided by Brees, compensation, exclusivity, technology, terminology, dispute resolution, jurisdiction, entire agreement. Now, let me be real clear here. As I mentioned before, you've got to make sure that you're not copying and pasting everything. You're using your brain, you're using your creativity, you're using your own analysis, okay? You're not going to go ahead and just come up with junk in, junk out. You got to do your work, okay? And the contract with Brees, for example, didn't just stop there. It was just an example, a sample. It wouldn't just stop there. I would just, for example, I would go ask others, for their input. I would make modifications. I would look to see what other contracts are available, and so on. And I feed that information in. So it's a great artificial intelligence tool for the legal profession. If this has helped out, great. If you need more information, contact me. Thank you.